going on, everybody? We're the Erie Better Beer Bureau, back at you with another video review. I'm Mark.
And I'm Dave. And today we have Abraxas. This is the 2014 Abraxas. I guess the 2015 is coming out soon. From Perennial. They're out of St. Louis, Missouri. So we're going to get into this one, let you know what you think. In case you don't know, it's an Imperial Stout. It's brewed with ancho chili peppers, cocoa nibs, and cinnamon sticks. And this one runs in at 10% ABV. Yeah, big cinnamon.
Tons of cinnamon, and you can smell the peppers.
Yeah, I get more cinnamon and a mild pepper. I don't really get too much of the cocoa or vanilla.
Not yet.
Is there vanilla beans? I'm sorry, I think it's...
Most of them do.
No, just ancho chili peppers, cocoa nibs, and cinnamon sticks. No vanilla beans. But I do get a heavy dose of the cinnamon sticks.
Yeah, definitely.
And definitely I get the peppers.
With a year on it, I mean, it's still in your face.
It's bold, yeah. I have to say, I was thinking it's what we're running on mid-October. So this is basically a few weeks shy of a year old. And boy, the aroma's still like super bold on this thing.
Yeah, not much else going on.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm starting to get a little chocolate.
All right.
Now that I've taken a few whiffs. I think some of the bold flavors are, taking a back seat, and I'm starting to get a little more depth. I'm even getting kind of a roasted malt on it. Cheers.
Cheers. There's a lot of chocolate there.
Yeah, I get way more cocoa nib on the flavor. I still get a ton of cinnamon.
Yep, ton of cinnamon.
The pepper actually is probably one of the more subdued flavors. Yeah, I think the pepper kind of faded off on this one, and the cinnamon and the chocolate come out a whole lot on the aroma. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it also.
It's a creamy mouthfeel, yeah.
I mean, it's not the most thick stout. It's not, in my opinion, Hanapu definitely has a much thicker body. But this has some real bold flavors to it.
Well, Cigar City Stouts.
Yeah, you're going to go there. Yeah, that cinnamon's like a bark. It's like...
Yeah, it is.
It's not like cinnamon powder you'd sprinkle on some French toast or something. It is like ground cinnamon sticks.
And it's from the front to the back. It just coats your palate with that cinnamon.
Yeah, it doesn't break at all. Like the cinnamon, is from front to back. Yep. I get little intermittent doses of some dark chocolate. I get a little bit of roasted malt, but for the most part, I think, I get a little pepper too. I do get a little pepper on the aftertaste, but it's fairly mild. I don't really get any heat.
No actual heat at all.
I feel like on maybe like Mexican cake, for example, I actually get a little bit of heat from the peppers.
Yeah, that's actual habanero.
Right.
It's actual habanero.
So these are ancho, so a little milder pepper to begin with. But 2014 Abraxas, I'm going to give this a 4.25. If it had a little more pepper, if that flavor hung on, and if the chocolate was a little more pronounced, I'd probably be a little more in the 4.5 range. If the mouthfeel was a lot creamy, if thicker, if it had that real beast mouthfeel, then I'd be even higher. But those are my two critiques of this beer. The mouthfeel when it comes to Imperial Stouts, it is appropriate. But man, I like a nice thick, chewy mouthfeel for my Imperial Stouts. And I could use a little more balance on the flavors. I feel like the cinnamon, it's just a Cinnabomb. I feel the cinnamon is just so in your face that it kind of covers up some of the other subtle notes. But yeah, overall it's a great beer. I'm giving it a solid 4.25.
Okay, I was started out thinking 4.5. I am going to knock it down to 4.25 for the same things Dave said. I had this not too long ago, and it seemed like this has lost a little bit of the peppers. The cinnamon is in your face. It isn't cloying, but it is pretty sweet. It balances out a little bit with the roastiness and the chocolate, but I'm actually starting to get a little bit of heat in the back of the throat.
A little bit.
It isn't much, but I'm starting to get a little bit more as we go. Yeah, well, we have to try to do one of these nice and fresh.
Well, next month I feel it's released, so we're gonna have to try to get our hands on a freshie here.
I'll be getting one. So, yeah, I think a solid 4.25.
All right, well, there you have it. 4.25 from both of us on the Abraxas 2014. Cheers.